Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one and onlys, Matt and Alexa Fraser.
Great to be here. Always
Oh,
looking
we're
on with
so
you.
excited. Well,
I
I
know
can meet you because I've heard such good things about you from Matt.
I was gonna say welcome back, Matt. Welcome, Alexa. What's going on? What is going on in Rhode Island today?
Oh,
Oh my God. Oh my God. So it's been absolutely crazy,
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Well, first of all, in real life, it's like pouring raining. We haven't had like a nice weekend or like a sunny weekend in like months. I don't know if you've heard that from like the news. It's like a thing going on in New England.
Wow. I mean, I'm in LA today, but I've been in New England before this. I've just been here for a week, and yeah, like in the Hamptons, it was pouring rain for like weeks.
Yes. Oh, we have not had like a nice day in like a week
I
here, but
know.
then like it was only like 2 days, like 48 hours of nice weather, and then you're back to like pouring raining. I don't know.
Well, you guys are also new parents earlier this
Yes.
year. How is that going?
It's kind of funny because when we went from 0 to 1, I had the harder time with it. And now I feel like going from 1 to 2, you've had a little bit of a hard time
Oh,
with it.
yes. I was just talking about this yesterday. I have had such a hard time. It's like, it's so weird. Everything that happened to you is like happening to me. Like when
Yeah.
we first had Royce, it was so weird because like Alexa, like when the baby was crying, it would screw up your whole day. Like you couldn't even make a
Yes.
sandwich, you couldn't do anything. Like the minute the baby would cry, it went right through you. And I never had that problem. And now with Rowan, something about his cry, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It like goes down my spine.
Yeah. Matt's having a real, and you know what? That's actually good because for the dads out there, I feel like people think like maybe postpartum only happens for the moms, but I think it might happen for the dads too. Cause yeah, you're having a pretty hard time adjusting this time. And now for some reason, I'm like, oh, I can have 10. Like,
Yeah. Last
I
time
don't
I felt
know.
like I could, it's just weird. The roles reversed. Like she was the calm one and the chill one the first time.
No, no,
And
no,
I'm
no.
sorry, the first, sorry,
Opposite.
opposite.
I
I
was
was not,
not
yes.
chill.
She was not chill. I was calm the first time. I
Yeah.
held it down. Now it's the opposite where she's chill and holding it down. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't handle. It's crazy.
Yes.
What about Royce? Because you hear things like when someone like when there's a new baby, like is he thrilled or is he having a hard time adjusting to having another child in the house?
In the beginning, it was tough, and we prepared him. I mean, we would talk about it every day. He saw my belly grow. I told him how the birth process works. I showed him my C-section scar from him. I'm like, this is where the baby's coming out. We would show him pictures from the hospital with him. Like, just we gave him like the whole rundown. You're gonna have a brother, you're gonna have a playmate. We would like show him videos of like brothers and siblings, be like, look at this you're gonna have. And I guess no amount of preparation can really prepare a child for that big of an adjustment. I mean, it's an adjustment for the parents too. But
Totally.
he really had a hard time adjusting. I mean, he wanted him sent back to the hospital for like the whole first week and a half. And it's better. It's better now. He's just impatient. Like he looks at Rowan and he's like, I want him to walk. I want him to talk. And we're like, yeah. He's like, throw him in the ring. He likes wrestling. He's like, put him in the ring. We're like, no. He's 3 months old.
You're like, not yet. Well, what about you, Matt? You are about to head on tour, right? In July, you start going back out on the road, and I saw you have dates basically through all of the rest of this year into Jan. Like, are you prepared? Are you prepared, Alexa, for Matt to leave and be on the road?
Well, I can tell you, so I have been doing these little stretches, right? Like I took paternity leave for like eight weeks. I was home. Then I went back on the road a little bit. And now I took, June and July off to spend with
Yeah.
the family. And I'm really enjoying my time. I really am. And I'm trying to like just savor every moment because I know that the moment that I go back on the road, it's like boom, 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 boom. Like we have 36 tour dates from the end of July, really
Yeah.
the beginning of August, all the way till the end of the year. And it's just going to be, I mean, it's just going to be pretty crazy. But
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard, like me being here, like alone with the kids. And then, of course, he gets home and it's like so hard to just split time because obviously he wants to spend time with me and the kids. Royce is obviously very aware of what Matt does and how he's on the road. And, Royce was really getting it now. He's really missing Matt on the road. He'll kind of act up for me. He'll be like, I want dad, I want dad. I'm like, I know, he's coming back soon. And then, I'm absolutely exhausted and drained for like the week or like the weekend that I had with the kids. So like it's hard for us to spend time together and, get like the best. You're exhausted from being on tour. So it's hard. It's really, really, really hard. I always feel like we're both making sacrifices, like really big sacrifices.
When people come to either do like a live reading or, to the show or like a reading home, like what is like, do you see there's like a common theme of what people want? Like, do they come with guilt? Like, do they want to hear from the other side and just is like, is there, I don't know. I feel like there's people in my life that have passed and not anything major, but I feel like people have a lot of guilt around those that have passed.
It all depends, right? It depends on the relationship that you had with the person. People come from for all different reasons. One, people come because they didn't get to say goodbye. That's a big one, right? Maybe their loved one passed unexpectedly or passed and they never get to see that person or, say the final words to that person and that's hanging over them. Sometimes it's just wanting to know that their loved one made it to the other side and they're at peace. Sometimes it's just because there's been an extended amount of time that person passed on the other side. And they want to know, does my mom see my kids? Does my dad see my kids? Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes people come because they don't believe in the other side. They don't believe in the afterlife and they want that proof. And sometimes people are psychics and mediums themselves, and they want to just witness spirit communication to, further and tap into their gift. So it all depends. I feel like that there's three main reasons why people come, and that is one, to hear from a loved one, two, to learn, and three, to open themselves up to, is it a possibility? Is there another side in an afterlife? And I think that the shows really cement that for all of these three types of people, that, whether you're a skeptic, whether you're a believer, whether you're someone that's mourning, it really puts you into the zone of knowing that, listen, we're not alone. We're here on earth for a short amount of time, but there is an afterlife. There is somewhere that we go after this. And you can communicate with your loved ones anytime you want. And that's what I really want people to know when they leave, right? Is that the conversation doesn't begin or end with the psychic medium. You shouldn't have to go to a psychic medium every time you want to hear from your dad or your mom or your sister or your brother. It starts with you and it continues with you. That the same way that souls come to me to read you, they're also coming to you at the same time, through dreams, through signs, through feelings. It's all about picking up on that new way of communicating with them.
And it's a very emotional night for people that come in like a good way.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But some more than others, because it all depends on the souls that are there. Some nights it's super sad because you may have had, a lot of children that had passed. You may have had people that passed in tragedies or unexpected ways, right? There might be a lot of grief or heaviness that you talked about. And then some nights it's absolutely hysterical. It can kind of be like a comedy show because you have souls that come through with really amazing personalities that, show that from the other side. And I think that that's the coolest thing, is to really know that, listen, your loved ones don't change. They still have their personality with them. And they can see so much of your life and so many things that you do after their passing, both good and bad. The things that you want them to, the things that you don't want them to. There was a woman who just came through the other day. I say the other day, it was actually, a few months back when I was in New Hampshire. And her daughter had all of these urns, right? With cats and dogs and people. And she was like sick of having all of these urns in the house. So she mixed them all together in one urn. And like the mother's like, I know what you did to me. I know what you did